We wish we were needing to use our heat more because it's not even close to freezing out there.
In the afternoons, it's super warm, but in those overnights, it can get pretty darn cold. We do have a pattern change coming. I think it's going to feel a little bit more like January here in a week or so. But this evening, it didn't look and it didn't feel like January. Another shot out of Farmington Bay, different photographer. This is Steve Greenwood. Is that not beautiful? Gorgeous. So pretty. And he actually sent a couple pictures into the gallery, one with the beautiful crescent moon out there and Venus. If you want to check it out, you can visit us at ksltv.com. Go to the pictures in the weather section. Speaking of great pictures, the 2025 calendar is still available at Deseret Book stores as well as deseretbook.com. All the funds we receive go to benefit Primary Children's Hospital. So if you're again looking for a great calendar, even a neighbor gift, something to give, just consider that calendar. We sure appreciate all the photographers who've shared over the years, and Deseret Book for providing the calendar. Sure fun to see all the beautiful sights from across the state. Want to recap the month of the month of January. What do we typically see here in Salt Lake City? We only average 3 days with high temperatures in the 50s. And we'll likely get all 3 of those in the first couple of days of the month, which is crazy. 11 days in the 40s, 12 days in the 30s, 5 days with highs in the 20s, 1.43 water and 12.7 inches of snow is average during the month. It's the snowiest month of the year for Salt Lake City. We'll wait and see how it pans out. So far, Salt Lake has not even had their first 1-inch snowstorm of the entire season. Today's the latest that's ever happened, goes back to 1977. So we're in uncharted territory. We've never been this late in the year without our first 1-inch storm in Salt Lake. We might get it come Saturday morning. I'll show you that in a minute. 31 in Logan right now, 32 Rock Springs, 20s in Vernal and Price, 30s in Cedar City and Moab, and 40s still in St. George. Still a nice blanket of cloud cover over northern and central Utah. That's coming again from the west, just the remnants clouds. Storms are to the north of us. They're not coming to Utah because of the presence of this high pressure. That high is going to move tomorrow, which will open the door to the next storm that will actually drop in late tomorrow night and into early Saturday morning. And that one's a little colder than the ones we've been experiencing. So plenty of cloud cover overnight and into the day tomorrow. A little south wind by evening, and then early Saturday morning. Here we go. It starts off as a little rain, but it quickly mixes over to snow in the valleys as well as on the benches and in the mountains of southern Idaho, central northern Utah, even into the Uintas. Lasts for most of the day Saturday, gone by Saturday night. Little Sunday, we get a weak clipper that just kind of goes through Bear Lake, high Uintas, kind of a thing over towards southwestern Wyoming. Then it's gone. How much are we talking out of that Saturday storm? 1 to 2 inches in the northern and central valleys, 2 to 4 on the benches, 5 to 10 in the northern mountains with a foot plus in the cottonwoods. Central mountains could get 4 to 8. So I think this will deliver that first 1-inch snowstorm here in Salt Lake City. So we'll wait and see, and we may have a white coat on tomorrow night for the first time this year. 54 in Nephi, 52 in Manti, plenty of clouds tomorrow. Southern forecast 60 in St. George, 67 in Mesquite. And the trend, well, it doesn't last too long. 60s quickly turn to 50s. We kind of settle back into normal by the middle of next week. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s under partly cloudy skies, mostly dry over St. George. As you look to northern Utah, we'll still have the clouds around tomorrow, but it'll be 52 in West Valley, 54 in Salt Lake City again, and 52 in Provo, 45 up in Park City. How about the 7-day forecast? We've got that storm coming in on Saturday. Then next week, it looks like January. 30s for highs, lows in the 20s. If you guys are really good, we might actually get some valley haze in here, so we may as well make the whole thing look like January. But there looks like there might be another storm by the weekend that hopefully that bad air won't get too bad and won't stick around.
Okay, can't wait for the pattern to change.
I know.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, Sam, Utah Hockey Club, like a team of extremes, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit.